So you've decided to get your Project Management Professional Certification, or PMP. Smart move. The PMP not only opens up more career opportunities, it helps boost your earning potential too. According to the latest PMI salary survey, this could mean pulling in an average of 33% more than project professionals without the certification. Hey, I'm Kenneth Harris, and this is your Quickstart PMP Study Guide. Today you'll hear from project leaders, Krishna Kumar Nanjuda Prasad, Billy Samuel Mwape, and Carolina Hill. They've all put in the hard work to earn their PMP, and now they're sharing their best tips for PMP exam prep, simplified to fit your busy life. Step 1. Before you can prepare for the exam, you need to know what to expect. For Billy, earning the PMP was a career game changer.
It's the experiences that I encountered during my journey of certification, and most importantly, the application of the principles and values that I got from PMP after I got certified. These principles and values and ways of working changed my career.
I'm sure once you made the big decision to pursue the PMP, your mind immediately flooded with questions about how to prepare. A good place to start is by understanding how the PMP exam is developed. While many people think the exam is solely based on the PMBOK guide, that's actually not true. It's designed based on research that identifies the most frequent and critical tasks that project managers perform. Through both qualitative and quantitative research, jobs task analysis, and surveys, PMI creates a test that accurately depicts the day-to-day work of real project managers in real-world settings. And all the test questions are developed by project managers for project managers. Now you may be thinking, it would be great if I can get a list of all the tasks that will be on the test. Don't worry, we've got you covered. The first thing you should do is download the PMP examination content outline. Even better, if you prepare with the PMI authorized training provider or our on-demand PMP exam prep course, don't worry about that, we'll get to both of those in a little bit. The training content is all mapped to the outline to simplify your exam prep. Now let's talk about building your study plan. Project managers are planners, right? So step 2 should be no surprise. You'll want to create a timeline to prepare for taking the PMP exam.
And I start creating the tasks and allocating time based on when I wanted to achieve the PMP.
Remember, whatever timeline you choose, it's not set in stone. Billy gave himself 6 months to study for and take the PMP exam. And while Carolina started out with a 1-month schedule, she ended up extending it. It's up to you, but I recommend having a flexible plan in place to help give you a target. The next step is to choose your study materials. We all learn differently. What works for one person might not work for another. But the great news is you've got options. Be sure to check out the description of this video for links to resources and training, and then mix and match the ones that align with how you learn best. We're also dropping a few on your screen now to start exploring. If you're a seasoned project manager or work better on your own, then the on-demand PMP exam prep course might be the right option for you. This is a self-paced, self-study course that satisfies the 35 training hours you'll need to apply for the PMP certification. If you're always on the go, like me, or just want to mix things up, PMI Study Hall might work best. This digital study buddy works on your mobile device or desktop and builds your confidence with full practice exams, lessons, games, and a performance tracker.
I did subscribe to Study Hall, which I would recommend to anyone. It is a great tool to be prepared for the questions that will really put you in a spot where you will have to solve a situation as a real project manager.
And for those who believe practice makes perfect, there's the PMP practice exam. With more than 250 questions that simulate the real exam experience, you can test your knowledge and see if you're ready for exam day. If you prefer an instructor-led experience, find a PMI authorized training partner for your PMP training. These courses are taught by a PMP certification holder, and you can be confident that their instruction aligns with the PMP exam content outline. Plus, it provides the 35 training hours you'll need to apply for the PMP exam. Many PMP exam courses also come with homework and quizzes to test your knowledge as you go, which help reinforce what you've learned.
And as I progressed through month by month, it gave me that confidence that I was getting ready to take my certification.
If studying for your exam starts to feel overwhelming, just try to work it in where you can. Check out educational videos and podcasts on your commute or while you're walking your dog, or bookmark quick read articles or quizzes to scan during your lunch break.
Apart from some PM book guide or study guide, the PMP study guides that I got, I also got some audio material that I used to listen to every time I was going for work. So PMP for me became a part of my life.
If your schedule allows, try using in-person resources like a boot camp from a PMI authorized training partner.
It's always very useful to be in a classroom where you have people who've gone ahead of you and they really understand the ropes of getting to the end of the PMP certification.
Step 4. As you study, find ways to apply what you're learning in the real world. Think of it as a virtuous circle. Your experience fuels your studying, and vice versa. When you're working, it's a chance to apply what you learn as you pursue the PMP. Like many seeking their certification, Krishna studied for the PMP exam while working full-time as a project manager, and he used his real-world experience as part of his exam prep.
I already had close to 6 years of project management experience, and I had dealt to a bit more in the projects. So I can definitely say that the experience helped me understand the concepts a little better.
Hands-on experience helps you discover what works and what doesn't in projects. For example, what does collaboration look like on a project team? And what steps should you take when challenges arise? Yes, these things can be taught in a module or a classroom, but they're best learned through experience. As Billy puts it, excellence is in the journey and not the outcome.
PMP certification is such a big thing. It changes you, it transforms you in a way that you manage projects. And for me, it's beyond project management. It's about project leadership. It'll equip you with all the necessary skills that you need. Not only the hard skills, but the power skills as well. You begin to learn strategic communication, critical thinking, strategic planning, and this sets you apart.
Finally, tackle your PMP exam prep like you would any project. Go in with a plan, but stay agile. Preparing for the PMP exam is only one part of your life. So yes, set aside time to study, but also prioritize time to focus on other important things, whether it's spending time with your friends and family, or just getting a good night's sleep. There's no doubt, trying to balance everything can increase study anxiety. So manage it by building in a little extra cushion for flexibility.
I consider a little bit of set on my tasks and on my time. Some of them I was able to complete ahead of time. Some of them took me a bit longer and I had to put a little bit more effort on the weekend.
One more piece of advice. Find those people who can champion and motivate you. Talk with your friends, family, and work colleagues, even your boss, about your PMP goal and how it may impact your daily life. Explain why the exam is important to you and how they can support you when you need it. Then the rest is up to you.
And whenever I got a chance at work, especially during lunch hour, I would then open a book and study. When I got back at home, I would pack everything and be with family. So for me, it was really about just finding that balance. And whenever I switched context, it was about me giving it my 100.
Here's a quick review of the steps we cover in our PMP study guide. Know what to expect on exam day. Build your timeline for studying and taking your PMP. Mix and match study materials to fit your needs. Apply what you learn as you go, both in your work and life. And build in flexibility to balance studying for your PMP with other priorities. For more information about studying or applying for the PMP, head to pmi.org or check out the description of this video, where you can find resources and connect with community members. Just think of it as your one-stop shop to fast-track your PMP exam prep. With all that preparation, you'll do great. Good luck on your PMP exam.